Hello and welcome to the Explainer. Ever thought about how one single word, just a totally normal, everyday word, could hold the key to a huge idea, an idea about how we all talk to each other across the globe? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to dig into. Yep, it all starts with just one. It's kind of funny, right? The biggest, most game-changing ideas are often just hiding right there in front of us. And today, we're going to put one of those words right under the microscope. So, what's this mystery word? It's public. Yeah, I know. Public. Seems pretty straightforward, doesn't it? But what if I told you that simple little word has a secret, that there's way more going on here than you'd think?
So what is it? What makes this word so special? All right, let's jump in.
Okay, so to really get to the bottom of this, we've got to start at the beginning. With the absolute basics. Let's just break down what public even means. All right, first up, at its most basic level, public is an adjective. It's a describing word. It just means something is, well, it's for everybody. It's about all the people, not just some private group. Think about it. You hear it all the time, right? This is a public place. A public park, a public library. These are places meant for all of us. Super simple, super clear. But here's where it gets interesting. Public isn't just a one-trick pony. It doesn't just describe things. It can actually do a whole different job. So check this out. On the one hand, it's an adjective, like we just said, a public place. But look at the other side. It can be a noun. It can be the thing itself, the public. Like when you hear someone say, the public has a right to know. In that sentence, the public means, well, all of us, all the people. So, same word, two totally different grammatical jobs. Pretty cool. All right, I can hear you now. Okay, so it's a useful word. Big deal. Lots of words can be adjectives and nouns. And you're right. So what is the big deal? Why are we dedicating this whole explainer to this one word? Well, here it is. This is the whole reason we're here. Public is on something called the Basic English 850 list. And that little fact, that changes everything. Which, of course, leads to the next obvious question. What on earth is the 850 word list? Let's get into it. 850. That number is not just pulled out of a hat. It's actually the key, the cornerstone of a really fascinating idea about language. So basic English is pretty much what it sounds like. It's a stripped-down, simplified version of English. The whole thing is built on a core vocabulary of, you guessed it, 850 words. The idea was to create a super clear, easy-to-learn tool for international communication, something that would let people from anywhere explain even really complex stuff with a pretty small set of words. And our word, public, made the cut. It's officially on that BE 550 list. No surprise, it's also one of the 1,000 most common words we use, period. And that's really why it's so important, right? I mean, how could you possibly talk about society or government or just your community without that word? You can't. It's like a key that unlocks all these essential conversations about the world we share. So let's zoom out a little. Why does any of this matter? What's the big picture here with this whole basic English thing? Well, the idea behind it is actually pretty powerful. It's this belief that you don't actually need a gigantic vocabulary to have really deep, important conversations. The whole point is that simplicity leads to clarity. It's all about using language to build bridges between people, not walls. And that really gets us to the heart of it all, the main takeaway from this whole thing. We started with just one little word, public, and look where it took us. It opened the door to this massive idea about global communication. The journey of this one word is really the story of the whole concept in miniature. So, I guess I'll just leave you with this thought to chew on. In our world, which is getting more complex and more connected every single day, could the real secret to better communication be, well, not more words, but fewer? Could 850 carefully chosen words actually change how we all talk to each other? What do you think?